Oh, Ashley, have you got a minute?
No. I'm on my way to a meeting.
Well, this will only take a second.
What? What is it?
I was hoping for an update.
On
Jabot. Have any moves been made yet?
what kind of moves?
Oh, please don't play dumb with me. I know all about the divestiture. And just for the record, as I told Jack, I am totally for it.
To my knowledge, no. There's been no movement.
So you don't foresee any problems?
Nope.
And what about Jack?
No, him neither.
Okay, what about Brad? Is he willing to go along with the Abbotts on this?
I assume so.
You assume so. You don't know. Damn it, I knew it. I knew that your brother was trying to pull a fast one. I smelled this one coming a mile away.
Did you really think you could keep this from me, Jackie? This little caper of yours to spin off Jabot?
Oh, I wouldn't exactly call it a caper, Brad.
Don't play games with me, Jack.
So where did you pick up this little alleged tidbit?
Did you hear what I just said?
Would you just relax?
Well, that's a little damn difficult when the enemy tells me my partner is going to stab me in the back.
Look, Jill doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Besides, I was going to tell you.
When it was a fait accompli.
I was gathering some key opinions, seeing where people stood on a divestiture.
Let me translate that from Jack's speak. You were trying to sew up enough votes that you could roll this right over me. Well, that ain't going to happen.
Bradley, you're taking this all the wrong way.
Listen to me, Jack. And if that doesn't work, read my lips. There is no way this is ever going to work.
There he is, the artiste at work.
Hey, Kelly.
How's it going? Haven't talked to you in a while, so how are you?
I'm hanging in.
Just barely?
Kelly, I'm doing fine.
Well, I thought maybe I'd hear from you now that Olivia's back. You're not the full-time daddy anymore.
Okay, Dad, I'm ready. Make me a super cool star.
Hello. Megan, it's Grace Turner.
Grace? I have nothing to say to you.
Don't hang up. I have something you need to hear.
Well, that's your opinion.
Look, what are you doing right now?
Why?
Just whatever it is, just drop it and come over to my place.
Why would I do that? Is this Tony's idea? Did he ask you to call?
No.
And what is this about?
Look, if I were you, I would just quit asking questions and get over here now.
Who were you talking to just now? Tell me that wasn't Megan.
Miguel, it's your night off. What are you still doing here?
Well, I wanted to be sure there was nothing else that you needed.
Oh, no, not a thing. You go on, enjoy yourself. I'm going to dinner myself.
Meeting a friend in town?
I just need to get out. The walls are closing in on me.
Have a great time.
You too.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, Rafael, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just coming to ask how little Cassie was doing. You know, pobrecita, so much uncertainty.
Yes, it's a very difficult time for her.
And the parents, too. Oof. My heart goes out to them.
Well, that's sweet of you. They're coping as best they can. Thank you again for what you did last night, drawing those pictures of the girls at Cassie's party. It really perked her up.
Nikki, my pleasure. I was delighted I could help.
Something tells me Cassie isn't the only young lady on your mind right now. Are you here for an update on Victoria, too?
Hey there. Birdie, what you up to? Want some help? Suit yourself. I've been dry. Beg your pardon? Been dry. Ain't had a drink in 2 weeks. Well, that's good. That's good, Birdie. Good. I ain't making no promises, though, you know. Ain't easy.
Oh, I know.
Feel like I'm crawling out of my skin sometimes. But so far, so good. I'm hanging in there.
Well, that's the way it is. Just take one day at a time.
Look, come here. Sit down. I never had anything like this before.
What do you mean?
I'm a guy who's always had second best. Anything that I've ever had that was any good, I didn't really have it. It just slipped through my fingers. But I look at you, and I see how you care for me, and I think, is this really happening? You know, I keep thinking that I'm gonna wake up and it's just all gonna be a dream.
What, do you need me to pinch you or something?
No. I got a better idea.
You what?
Man, it's not easy for me to say.
Tony, if you're afraid to say it,
No,
then
no,
just
no,
don't.
no, that's not it. I just hope it doesn't make you disappear in a puff of smoke. I love you, Megan.
You love me? You really do? You mean that?
Yeah, I mean that.
Tony, that's the most wonderful thing anyone's ever said to me.
So you're all right with that?
Am I all right with that?
Yeah.
Why don't you just say it again?
Oh, see, now you're making fun of me.
No.
I do love you, Megan Dennison.
You're staying here
Yeah.
with Grace.
Well, obviously, it's my place.
What happened to your apartment?
I don't have a job, and I don't have any cash. So I told Sally to rent it out to someone else. I couldn't ask her to hold on to it for me.
I'll look for a place for us to stay.
Haven't you heard what I've been telling you through this whole mess? I'm no good for you, and you're bad news for me.
Tony, don't say that.
Face it. It's time we just cut our losses and moved on. I'm tired of sounding like a broken record, Meg. When are you gonna hear me?
I just want you to know that I'm...
What is with you, Meg? Don't you get it?
Yes. Yes, I get it. You've made it very clear. I'm so sorry that I bothered you. It won't happen again. Oh, what happened? Did you talk to Ryan? Shoot me now, Meg. You might as well just shoot me now.
Who is it?
It's me, Neil. Open up, buddy.
Hey, you are gonna thank me later for this. I got some really excellent leads for you. Leads? That's right. After we talked, I got on the internet. I pulled off some job listings. Excellent positions, very hot. Haven't even hit the paper yet. How about that? All VP or better. You're more than qualified. I'm sure that one of these has to have your name written all over it. In fact, this one looks pretty good. Hey, time out. What's wrong? Boy, I thought you were in a bad mood this morning.
Yeah, thanks to Trish, things got a lot worse.
Really? Well, did she say something or do something?
I'm out of a job, Neil. My whole world is in chaos, and what better time to come to me with "let's have a baby"?
Oh, no.
Can you believe that? I mean, what planet is she on? Doesn't she realize starting a family is the last thing I want to do right now?
Let me guess. You let her have it.
I couldn't help it. I mean, it blows me away that my wife could be so oblivious. I gotta tell you, Neil, that girl and I are so far apart at moments, it scares me. Big time.
Bradley, I will say it again. I was going to tell you after I got a sense of people's reaction. As it turns out, a lot of people think it's a very good idea spinning off Chabot.
You mean the Abbott family?
No, not just the Abbott family.
Who else?
Michael Baldwin, for one.
Oh, come on. You have been a busy bee, haven't you?
Bradley, I've talked to a lot of people.
To hell with who you've been talking to, Jack. You're talking to me now, and I'm not in the boat.
Bradley, no one is trying to pull a fast one here. We are talking about Newman Enterprises selling Chabot back to its original owners at a very nice price, at a sizable profit. There is no downside, particularly if you're looking out for what is best for Newman Enterprises.
Right.
Newman is manufacturing. It's real estate, high tech. Chabot has never fit well under that umbrella.
I don't see it that way.
Oh, really? Is there another way to look at it?
Diversification, Jack. Business 101. Chabot has grown very rapidly and made a pot full of money for this
Because of Abbott know-how, not because of the Black Knight.
Agreed. That's why it's such a great acquisition. It runs itself. The people in charge know what they're doing. Selling Chabot makes zero business sense.
It makes sense if you are looking out for what is best for Newman Enterprises. We need to consolidate our mission around key industries.
Oh, come on, Jack. Don't make me laugh. My God, this is so transparent.
Bradley, please listen to me.
Jack, how is it going to look? You, the co-CEO of the parent company, putting up part of the money to strip Newman of this particular asset. It's a sweetheart deal, and I want no part of it. And if you think you can ram this through over my veto, think again.
Have you heard from Victoria? Is she going to be returning soon?
That's difficult to say. She's still in New Mexico.
Any luck locating your husband?
They're following certain leads.
That's encouraging, no?
Yes, but it can be very draining. All the little ups and downs and bits of good news followed by nothing. He is still missing.
Must be very difficult for you, going through all this.
Yes. So, what have you been up to while Victoria's been gone?
Me? Working, a little.
Painting?
Yes, well, the light here, the terrain, very inspiring. Very different from the landscape that I'm accustomed to.
Well, surely you haven't sequestered yourself here out of the ranch. I mean, Genoa City is such a fun town. There's so much to see and do.
By myself, there's not much pleasure.
Well, you have other friends here. Ashley, for one. Victoria tells me that you two share a certain history.
Yes, we do. We're like family.
Family? That's not the impression my daughter gave me.
I have no idea what she told you.
Well, that you and Ashley are close. Perhaps, even something a bit more intense.
Mrs. Newman, I don't wish to be rude. After all, you are my most generous hostess. But really, I don't wish to talk about this right now.
All right, I won't probe you on your personal life, but now that we are on the subject, I must tell you I'm worried about Victoria.
In what way?
Cole is out of her life now. He's a married man, which is something I think my daughter sometimes forgets. She's only asking for trouble, focusing her energies on him.
Have you talked to her about this?
My daughter has a mind of her own, as I'm sure you know. Raphael, the reason I'm telling you this is, whatever your agenda may be with Ashley, I hope that it won't support my daughter's attempts to interfere with that relationship.
Answer me, Grace.
Oh, right, yes. It was Megan. I asked her to come over here and see you.
Man, isn't this torture enough already? Why the hell did you do that?
Because you have things you need to talk about. You do, Tony.
That is my decision.
Oh, so make it already.
Stop pushing me.
Why are we even arguing? I'm only trying to help.
Yeah, well, you have no right sticking your nose into this.
Yeah, well, what if I feel I have a stake in it, too?
How?
It isn't exactly easy for me to admit, Tony.
Look, if this is about what you said before...
Well, we are both free, unattached.
I don't think either one of us wants to go there, doll.
Still, Michael really betrayed me, and I'm feeling really alone right now. And you're pushing Megan away. A big part of me would like nothing more than to turn to you and see how things work. But that's how the old Grace would handle things.
Yeah.
Take advantage.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Well, not anymore. And you want to know why? Because you belong to someone else now, Tony. Just as Megan belongs to you.
When I left the apartment, you and Ryan were fine.
Yeah, well, not for long. It was a disaster.
So you talked to him about having a baby.
What am I gonna do? He's completely opposed to starting a family.
You haven't taken the test yet, have you?
No.
So you don't know that you're pregnant, Trish?
But if I am, he's gonna have a fit. I mean, things are already so tense between us. And when I brought up the idea, you should have heard how upset he got.
Trish, maybe you're just misinterpreting him.
No, you weren't there. He almost took my head off, Meg.
I mean, the look in his eyes, it was
like he didn't know me. Like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't even love me anymore.
Why would you think that Jack would do this deal without Brad's agreement?
Because I just talked to Brad.
Oh, God. Did you tell him about the divestiture?
I didn't tell him anything. I assumed he was informed, all right?
Jill.
Well, no one bothered to tell me it was a secret.
I can't believe you did that.
Don't look at me! How was I supposed to know? Jack and Brad are partners, remember?
You talk too much.
Oh my God, things are gonna get real interesting real fast around here because Brad is not gonna take kindly to being kept in the dark. He might even scuttle the whole deal.
Not necessarily.
Oh, Ashley, come on! It's gonna be a catastrophe. Two huge male egos, it's gonna be corporate Armageddon. Well, hi-ho, Victor.
My name is Nate. My homies think I'm great. Don't forget about my date.
Little man, you are crazy, but you know you are the #1 rap star in my book.
Do I look cool?
Way cool. Where'd you get those shades?
In the back. The models use them. Dad's letting me play with this stuff.
That's neat.
I'm not really supposed to, but today it's okay, because Mom's still on her trip. So Dad's being extra nice.
Mm-hmm, as long as you are...
Careful.
That's right.
You're a friend of my dad's, right?
Right. My name's Callie. We met at Gina's that time. You're Nate.
Uh-huh. Dad, can I get a pop from the machine?
You know, Julia's about to pick you up.
I'll get on the way out. Wow, a buck. Can I get some too?
If you don't chew it all in the same place.
Well, you two sure are having fun, aren't you? Who knows, maybe your mom will stay away even longer, give you a chance to spend more time together.
There you go with that rap again. Well, the truth is, if you tell yourself you're never going to take another drink, you're setting yourself up to fail. There's too much to handle. You know, just take each day as it comes.
Look, I didn't come over here for one of your lectures, okay? I just thought I owed it to you because you covered my butt the other day with that bottle. You know, you gave me another chance. I just wanted to say thanks. Haven't blown it yet. Can't we just leave it like that?
As you wish, Bertie. Just as you wish.
What's up with you today?
What do you mean?
You're usually talking up a storm. What's your problem?
Just don't feel like talking, that's all.
Oh, it's that girl Mackenzie, huh? You in a dump because she's out of this place. Well, in case you haven't noticed, people come and go around here. At least the lucky ones do anyway.
I shouldn't have let her go.
And what was you gonna do, force her to stay?
I wouldn't have needed to if I'd have talked to her.
About what?
Point is, I didn't.
Hey, well, don't snap at me. So why didn't you talk to her?
I suppose I didn't have the courage.
Oh, well, ain't that the picture?
What do you mean?
You always up on your soapbox, running off at the mouth, telling us sinners how we need to change our evil ways. You can't even follow your own advice. You're just as weak as the rest of us. Oh, so much for setting a fine example. Do as I say, not as I do.
Bertie's right. She's right. I do have to do something.
What?
Right, Catherine. That's perfect. Yes.
You are going to raise too many red
Now,
flags.
come on, Bradley, you're ticked off because you weren't consulted.
Don't even try that. This is not about ego. Selling Jabot stinks to high heaven. Especially if your timetable is what I think it is. You want to rush this through before Vic gets back.
I can deal with the questions.
It's totally self-serving. It doesn't look right.
I don't care what it looks like. I have waited long enough for this to happen, and it's going to happen. Nothing is more important to me than getting it done.
Nothing is more important.
Jabot is going to be free and clear, and it will revert to the Abbott family. Listen to me, Bradley. You don't want to try to slam the door on my face in this one.
I've got the power to kill this, and I will use it. Now, is that clear enough for you, Jacko?
You know, you are becoming a real fly in my ointment.
Knowing what I know now, I have to wonder if this was your plan from the very beginning. And if so, you picked the wrong partner.
In other words, you lied to me. You don't care about the Abbotts. This is about avenging Jack and Brad's takeover.
I do care. I am behind this deal. But obviously, your brother has just shot himself in the foot. If he'd just gone to Brad properly instead of manipulating him.
You have no idea what you've done.
Don't you blame me for this. This is not my fault. And you should have seen Brad's face. I mean, he was totally blindsided. He tried to cover and make believe that he'd known about it all along, but you mark my words, we're in for an explosion here.
Aren't you just licking your chops?
Excuse me?
Oh, I see through this. Your position on the takeover is very well known.
This isn't about the takeover. This is about Jabot. And I am totally in favor of the companies changing hands. It's a win-win situation, and especially for your father.
That's a bunch of bull. You're out to be the spoiler as usual. You just can't wait to see Jack and Brad just tear each other apart.
All right, what I think I'm hearing, what's got you so upset, it's not having a baby with Trisha per se. It's a question of timing.
And total insensitivity.
I hear where you're coming from, but listen to me about this, Ryan.
Cut the girl some slack. She's young.
Well, yeah, you're dealing with situations that she's never had.
That's what I come up with. The only explanation for how we can be on such different wavelengths is the difference in our ages.
How about this fact? You're a man, Trisha's a woman.
Too easy.
Look, Rye, a lot of your identity was wrapped up in that job. You got fired, your ego got hammered. Meanwhile, with women, work is important, but it doesn't tend to be the center of their universe. The bottom line here is, times are real tense for you. Feeling down, you got nowhere to go when you get up in the morning. Every day you just sit makes you feel worse. Trisha was probably just trying in her own way to help you feel better, to be more positive, all the great things that you both have to look forward to. Oh boy, listen to me. Here I am offering all this great relationship advice, and I can barely handle my own.
I know you've got a lot going on in your family.
Yes, I do. But we're not talking about me, we're talking about you, Mr. McNeil. Checking on these leads. Keep up the momentum.
Right.
Ryan, you've got impressive credentials. These companies will jump at the chance to put you on the payroll. And once you get a job, my friend, you'll feel a lot better.
Well, I hope you're right, Neil. Not that any of these firms will be Newman Enterprises. I mean, even if Victor came back tomorrow.
Old roommate of mine. All you gotta do is put one foot in front of the other.
Thanks, Neil.
I gotta run. Check those.
I hope Mom comes home soon. I miss her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nate. All I meant is if...
Julia, hey, did Mom call?
Well, not since last night. Hey, what's up with the sunglasses?
Just goofy.
I can see that.
Oh, hey, little goofy. Guess what? It's time for you to skedaddle, because Daddy got to get some work done.
Aww.
Hey, we'll go see a movie, okay?
Cool.
Cool. All right. Let's go.
Fork it over. And? What else? No, I don't want the dollar. What? Oh, all right, get out of here, champ. Julia, I told him he could have a pop.
And gum.
And gum. Okay, let's get out of your daddy's hair. March.
Bye.
Later, champ.
Bye.
So, what's the story with Olivia? Extra innings, medical big shots couldn't live without her?
Callie, I don't know, and I don't care. My wife called Julia and Nate, and the hell with me. She made it a point to call the house when she knew I wouldn't be there. So you know what? It's fine. Just means I get to spend more time with my son. For all I care, that medical seminar can be extended into the next millennium. No skin off my nose.
Malcolm, listen to you. All this anger, I know you don't want to talk about it.
No, I don't.
Look, something happened. Something involving Olivia, whatever it is. You've got to let me help.
Trisha, don't do that. Of course Ryan loves you. He's just going through a major crisis.
Yeah, well, so am I. Our marriage might be over.
And Trisha, it doesn't do any good to overreact.
Meg, I know you're trying to help, but you're not. This is just all my fault. I have done everything wrong.
Sure doesn't help putting on pressure.
What kind of pressure? What are you saying?
I told you months ago, don't try and get pregnant without talking to Ryan, and you didn't.
Oh, I see. Okay, so this is I told you so? Well, thanks for all your support.
I'm sorry that you're taking it that way. Just because I'm not telling you everything that you want to hear right now.
I thought that I could count on you.
You can, Trisha.
Well, it doesn't sound that way.
Look, you're upset, and I can understand why. Believe me, I am on your side. I just don't want you to get freaked out until you take the test.
You know, even if I'm not pregnant, what does this say about our relationship?
You have always told me what a wonderful father Ryan is and how much he loves kids. So this isn't the best time for you two to have a baby. Doesn't mean he'll love that little boy or that little girl any less. He'll just have to get used to the idea.
You're right. I mean, Ryan does love children. I know how much he adores Philip. I'm just worried it's me that he doesn't love.
Oh, Trisha, stop it. Don't do that. There's absolutely no point. You're taking Ryan's reaction way too far. Honey, look. He loves you. I know he does.
So he would feel the same way about our child as he does about
Of course he would. No, first things first, you have got to get a test.
Right. Yeah. Why do you put up with me?
Strictly in it for the money.
Thank you.
Just hang in there, all right?
Okay. I'll try.
Can we just get off this?
You get off and stop denying how you feel. You know, I'm trying to do the right thing here, and all I'm getting is flack from both you and Megan.
And I am doing the right thing by keeping Megan away from me. It's over, Grace, and it should stay that way. So just let me handle it my way, please.
Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to help.
So what did Megan say? Is she coming over?
I have no clue. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, that's for sure.
Your heart is in the right place, Gracie. But this isn't something that's gonna change by Megan and me getting together. That's just gonna hurt. Make things harder for both of us.
All right, I get the point. Look, I have a meeting I have to get to.
Maybe I should leave too.
Do whatever you want, Tony. It's in your hands now.
Ashley, why would I want that? What's in it for me?
The pleasure of seeing my family's dream go down the tube.
You think I'm that perverse?
Yes, I know you quite well, remember?
Listen, you want to blame someone for this? Blame your brother. He should have warned me not to say anything. And as far as me being a spoiler, I do have a stake in this. It's a highly personal stake. You don't know anything about
And
it.
I don't want to know, so just spare me.
I'm not about to tell you. I'm trying to explain.
What am I doing standing here and having this conversation with you?
Oh, Billy. Billy, what have I done? Yeah, hello? Hello?
So you're still at the office, Joan? It's good.
If you were coming, you would have been here by now. Just as well. You did the right thing, Meg. Let me assure you, Nikki, I've drawn a line that I don't intend to cross.
I'm not sure what that means, so I can't find that very reassuring. What sort of line are we talking about? Something involving Ashley or where my daughter is concerned? Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Oh, just a second. Excuse me, Raphael, I do need to take this call. Yes, Brad, I'm here.
Sounds like you had company.
You now have my undivided attention.
I'm just calling to make sure we're still on for dinner. It's been a long day, Nikki. I'd really like to see you.
Well, that's a coincidence because I'd like to see you too.
Kelly, nobody can help me. So just butt out.
No, I won't. I care about you. I can feel this rage just boiling up inside of you. Malcolm, it scares me.
Then leave it alone.
When you and Olivia split, you were sad, upset. But you still had hope. There wasn't all this anger, and then bam, suddenly everything changed.
Kelly,
You're mad at Olivia, mad at your brother. You run around acting like you could kill someone. How long do you think you can go on like this? Please, baby, talk to me. I am worried sick.
Damn it, Kelly,
I
I've
don't
already...
care. What happened? What did this to you? You have got to let it out, or it's going to destroy you.
you.